for some brief remarks, my dear friend from Virginia, Congressman Griffith, and we're glad to have you with us tonight for your comments.
I am so glad to be with you this evening. So many people in Washington and other parts of the country believe that it was the intent of the Founding Fathers to bleach from our society our religious beliefs, and you have heard others speak this evening that that is not the case. In particular, I would like to share with you, in the short time that we have remaining, the words of Thomas Jefferson from that famous letter to the Danbury, Connecticut Baptists, because everybody focuses on one phrase and not the entire letter. He opens with salutations to the Danbury, Connecticut Baptists and then begins the meat of the letter. Believing with you that religion is a matter which lies solely between man and his God, that he owes account to none other for his faith or his worship, that the legislative powers of government reach actions only and not opinions. I contemplate with sovereign reverence that act of the whole American people which declared that their legislature should make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, thus building a wall of separation between church and state. Adhering to this expression of the extreme will of the nation, in behalf of the rights of conscience, I shall see with sincere satisfaction the progress of those sentiments which tend to restore to man all his natural rights, convinced he has no natural right in opposition to his social duties. Now, the next paragraph, in the closing paragraph of the letter, is very instructive, because the man who some now say wanted to bleach religion out ends the letter as President of the United States as follows: I reciprocate your kind prayers for the protection and blessings of the common Father and Creator of man, and tender for yourselves and your religious association assurances of my high respect and esteem. Obviously, it was never his intent to bleach out of our society religion, and the statue of religious freedom today still stands on the wall in the House of Delegates where you and I both served, and I yield back.
Mr. Speaker, we thank you for the time tonight, but over your head stands the phrase, "In God we trust." A few years ago, when they opened the Visitor Center, they tried to take that phrase out of it. Members of the Prayer Caucus came here and stood, and because of that, it's now written and engraved in the walls over there. We believe that if you can engrave it there, you can engrave it there, we can engrave it once again in the hearts of the people in this country. I want to thank you for the time that you've allowed us today. I want to thank the Majority Leader for yielding us this time. I want to thank our founders for giving us this great right of freedom of religion. And my prayer and our prayer tonight is that the American people will be wise enough to keep it. And with that, I yield back.